Hi there, it's Pastor Marquardt here once again with a new friend, Suzanne Cole Parker. We're here to talk about Stephen Ministry at Grace Lutheran Church and School. Stephen Ministry's been around for 35, maybe 40 years.
Early 70s.
Yeah, and here at Grace, it's had a long history as well. So we're just really pleased to welcome Suzanne as a new member here at Grace and as a leader who is almost done with the leader training. So Suzanne, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
And just give us a quick rundown of your experience with Stephen Ministry up to this point.
I was trained as a Stephen minister back in 2010, so it's a while ago. And I had a care receiver, and we met once a week at Burger King. And we met, and we prayed, and we talked, and we cried. And that went on until I didn't move, but I moved churches. So that relationship came to an end.
Yeah.
So I was back in Southern Maryland and could not find a church with a Stephen Ministry. So I was here at Grace, and you spoke about Stephen Ministry in your sermon and afterwards, and you encouraged those of us who were interested to come forward. So I thought, well, why not? And so I told you that I was a trained Stephen minister, but I wasn't presently active. And you shared with me that you were looking for a leader.
Right.
I am not yet a Stephen Ministry leader, but I'm presently going through the training, and I have 3 sessions left.
How has the training gone? I know I've gone through the leader training, and I remember it as a pretty intense experience. That was, back then, 20 years ago, had to be in person. Mm-hmm. You're doing it
I'm doing it online. Yes. What I like about it is we are in groups, so it's all these breakout sessions like we did with most everything during COVID. So we've gotten good at this. And so it's all of a sudden you find yourself with these 4 people, and you find yourself with those 6 people, and you find yourself back in the big room. And the people in the class, they are from all over the country, from like Arizona, New Mexico, California, Idaho, Wisconsin. I mean, they're from everywhere.
Yeah.
And that I like that, because you get a perspective from church backgrounds that are different from what I'm used to. And they're not all Lutheran.
Right.
There are just a few Lutherans of us in that group. Most of them are anything but Lutheran.
And as I remember it, the founder of Stephen Ministries is a Lutheran pastor. It was really started in a Lutheran environment, but it branched out very quickly, in main part because people found it to be so helpful, right?
Yes.
It helps people who are, well, hurting in all kinds of ways, but maybe just really need someone to walk with them through a tough time.
Yes, and it's just sometimes it's just nice to be able to talk and the other person not to question or judge you. Mm-hmm. And that's really what my experience has been, to just be there. The presence, the gift of presence is what a Stephen minister brings to the table.
Yeah.
And what I've learned in the Stephen leader training is I'm on the other side of the table now, and it's more managing the process, managing the people, managing the care receivers, matching them up with caregivers like the Stephen ministers. And that is what I'm hoping to do here at Grace, to build it back up.
As a pastor, I appreciated going through the leader training, as intense as it was. It's so thorough, it's comprehensive, and it showed me how to multiply the care that could be given. Mm-hmm. It's so far beyond what I can do because other people are involved in it.
Yes.
What do you look forward to in working with Stephen Ministry here at Grace?
I look forward to breathing life back into your presently dormant Stephen Ministry, and getting to know the other parishioners. Obviously, I'm new to Grace. I have attended off and on over many years, but I've just recently become a member. And so I look forward to meeting everybody, or most everybody, and to bring some of you on board to do this ministry with me.
Yeah, we're always open to people who would like to be caregivers and people who would be willing to be care receivers. Mm-hmm. It takes both.
It is, and it's confidential.
Yeah.
So nobody will know that you have a Stephen minister unless you tell other people the Stephen Ministry will not share with anybody.
Yeah. It's a wonderful program, a process, a ministry of helping people one-on-one. And so I would encourage anybody who's watching this, whether you're a member of our congregation or not, whether you have a lot of knowledge about Stephen Ministry or not, to get in touch with me or Paul Lanker or Suzanne. And we'll be sharing her information and email with you soon so that you can do that. And again, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.